I was scrolling on the Roblox page trying to find an interesting flight simulator that I could play when I came upon this. Now normally I love to fly planes, but what about being the people on the ground at the airport? So let's get into it. There's quite a few game mode options, but I went into the single player free play mode. There's also a lot of airports to choose from, but some are locked behind a paywall, and others you need a certain amount of playtime to access. I chose Riga Airport, which is a recent addition that you can access by following two developers of the game. When you spawn in, you can choose what aircraft you want to work with. I chose a WestJet 737. I waited for the plane to arrive and then started putting the chocks on the wheels so the plane wouldn't move and run me over. I then went up to the jet bridge and connected it to the plane. I struggled with it a lot and might have caused some damage, but I somewhat managed to put it into place. After that, I went down to start unloading the baggage, and I forgot that I needed to bring a cart to load the baggage into, so I went and got one while the baggage piled onto the floor. Once I got the baggage cart, I became a prime baggage handler and started throwing the baggage onto the cart. Once I loaded everything up, I went to the baggage station and started throwing everything onto the conveyor belt. I followed up by loading the next flight's baggage and driving back to load it up. Once I was done with that, I got a catering truck to swap out the catering carts on the plane. Once I was done giving them some delicious airplane food, I went to go get the fuel truck. It had Airbus branding on the side, so I was wondering if this would be bad for the Boeing. I went up to the underside of the wing, opened it up, connected the hose, and... Just kidding, nothing bad happened. Finally, I believed I had finally done everything that needed to be done, and I removed the chocks from the plane to prepare for pushback. I grabbed the pushback tug and connected it to the plane. I was then stuck there for 10 minutes figuring out why I couldn't push back the plane. I eventually left the game and played the tutorial to figure it out, and apparently I was just dumb and forgot to contact the pilots via the interphone so that they could release the parking brake, so that's just great. Anyways, I think this is a pretty great game, and it would be even better to play with friends so that you can work together to service planes quickly. I'll leave a link to it in the description. If you enjoyed the video, liking and subscribing would be greatly appreciated. Have a great day.